All right, here we go again. Coppercoins.com online to provide another roll reveal. This one's a 1946D Lincoln Cent roll. It's a plastic tubed roll. I got it a long time ago. I'm not really sure where I got it or who it's from, but it's old. And well, I decided to bring up on the screen what we might be able to find in this, or what has been found so far, what is known. We have a number of different double die obverses, 4 to be specific. Class 6, Class 4 ears. And then we have some double die reverses, a couple of them, known. And then we have a bunch of RPMs, from the major ones here, all the way down to the minorest of minor. Minorest? That most minor of minor. And that's what we have. That's what we have that we take a pretty good shot of being able to find when we go through a 46D roll. So that's what we're after. That's what we're doing. And let's go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and dump the roll out. Hello, Boondocks. Ooh, it looks like we may not have 50 coins. Let me count these to be sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 49. I have 49 coins. Hang on a second, let me find a roll and pull a coin out of it. Actually, I don't think this one is full either, so nice coin there on top. I'll just pull it off, and that'll be coin number 1 for the roll. So coin number 1 will actually come out of this other tubed 1946D roll, which your chances are just as good at finding something in that as anything else, because I haven't looked through any of these rolls. Don't know what's in any of them. All right, so here we go. Coin number 1. Coin number 1 will go to Yeoman. And let's see what we have. Coin number 1. Nice stripes. I'm liking the woody on that. Big nest of die scratches up above the Y. But let's see. Man, this is a pretty coin. All kinds of beauty on the coin. However, we do not have a die variety that I can discern here. Now let's check the reverse. Not a double die reverse. So that's going to be coin number 1. Coin number 1 came out of a different roll, so it's not likely to match the dies that are going to come up in this roll, which may or may not be a good thing. Hey, Crispy. Alright, here's coin number 2. Coin number 2 goes to Eric. And Eric will pick up. Is that a RPM? I think it is. Might be looking at an RPM here. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe there was one there to the northeast, but I just can't make it stand out enough to show as being an RPM, so we'll just keep moving. Got nothing on the obverse there. Let's check the reverse real quick and see what we come up with. And nothing but a few stains and spots. Alright, that's coin number 2 now. On to number 3 for Malcolm. Coin number 3. Nothing on the obverse. Let's check the reverse real quick here. And looks like we have nothing on the reverse either. Hang on a second. Let me look at this again. Okay. I had a line right here, a parallel line that I was thinking could possibly be something, but it's not. Just happens to be there. Hello, Mr. Minter. Yeah, what a day. I woke up today. That was the first good part of the day. All right, here we go with coin number 4. This is Mike Birchman's coin. Mike Birchman now. And quite a bit of die wear going on up here, but nothing else. Check the reverse side. Die wear on the reverse side as well. That's what all that ghost doubling is toward the rim. That's just die wear. A nice woody here. And that's for Mike Birchman. It's your birth year? 1946? Huh. Well, that's interesting. It's my parents' birth years. My mother and my father were both born 1946. My father on August 7th, my mother on August 19th. A whole family full of August birthdays, except my sister. My sister was born in February. Grandfather was in August. My birthday is in August. Comes coin number 6, Donnie Wayne. Let's see what we have here. Well, let's see. It's another nice woody. I mean, there's some nice woodies coming out of here. Real hefty striping you can see on this coin, right through every detail, which would be normal of the woodies because that was on the planchet prior to the strike, which means the strike would have no bearing on the direction of all of the lines. If you see a bunch of lines on a coin that the design affects, then you're probably looking at cleaning of some sort of tooling, brushing, cleaning. Nothing on the reverse either. So we have a total of 4 reveals to do today, and we'll be caught up all together. There's Penny Hoarder. There should be rather exciting reveals today. We've got this 1946D, and then we have a 59 Philadelphia to do next. And after that's going to come a 1942D. And then the final roll for the day is going to be the makeup roll for number 374. This will be the 1947S. 1947S. And I'm going to go ahead and use the same flips I had ready for the 374 for this. So, oh man, look at the colors on that one. Beautiful toning on that. Got rainbows shooting across this coin. Beautimus. That's right. Jesse's got the term right for when you take a coin and brush it with a wire wheel to shine it up. You end up with lines that run across the coin that follow the contours of the design on the coin. That's called whizzing. This has a Larry on it, unfortunately. Larry in a few spots. All right, there's number 10. Now coin number 11, Deanne. Let's check and see what Deanne gets. And we're not doing very well with rolls this week. We ended up with a few spots here and there, but end up with very few die varieties this week. Just not in the giving mood, I guess. The roll gods are just not in giving mood today. There's one for Tim. Mr. Morel. That one's got Larry's on it. Minor spotting. Check the reverse on this one. And again, not a double die. Oh, Carl. Here's number 13 for Otis. I'd say these coins are right about average for the date. See what we can get here. I got 4 shows to do. I'm going to be doing them all in an order. Blam, 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 blam. Likely very short breaks in between 2 and 4 minutes between shows. So sit back and enjoy it. It's going to be, I'm going to guess about 35 to 40 minutes a show. 40 minutes a show. We got 4 shows. It's going to be about 160 minutes, which is going to be just about 2.5 hours. There's one for Steven. See that die scratch going diagonal through the lower part of the D right there. I'm seeing this a number of times over. So this is an original roll. We've got the same die being represented over and over again. Good sign that you have an original roll when you have the same die showing up time and time again. On to coin number 16 now. Penny Hoarder. Well, we've got staining on some of these coins. Not the best. But we've had some beautiful toners pop up out of here, too. Woody toners. Now number 17. Crispy. Haven't seen a single die variety in this yet. Not even a minor RPM. Not even. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, boy. There's one for Yeoman. Nothing on that one. Parviz. See if maybe changing rolls might change our luck today. 59 Philadelphia comes up next. That's one of those big hit or miss rolls. You either get a good big hit or you get a big miss. Here's one for Ant. Ant 2242. Nice clean looking coin. Just have a spot on the nose, but overall, nice clean coin. Yeah, no doubling on that one either. On to coin number 21 now. 21. Mr. Bertrand. Wee bit of a Larry on the back of that one. number 22, Taco John. So how's everybody's Saturday going? Going relatively well? Mine is sunny, but chilly outside. It's quite cool outside. It's temperature's only up in the mid-50s. I'm thinking about taking a hike today. Gonna have to put a jacket on to do that. I'm going on a long hike in the woods. See if perhaps we might be able to find some morels or something interesting. Critters or something like that. Anything I can do to avoid working on my taxes. Anything. Right? Nobody wants to do taxes. Here's number 25, halfway through the roll now. And to Deanne. Got some nice coins, some less than nice coins, but no die varieties. Not so far in this roll. I'm watching for them, though. Did a little recap at the beginning of the show. Take a look at all the different die varieties listed for 1946D. There were a number of them listed. But there were also a large number of coins made. So given that, your chances of finding the individual die varieties are actually kind of slim. Which is, well, part of why we do it. We look so that we can find. We don't find all the time. If we found all the time, then it really wouldn't be worth looking, would it? Saw an interesting video last night of a guy who goes onto the streets of New York City and other large cities and actually scrapes into the cracks between sidewalk blocks and vacuums the filth up and takes it home, refines it and pans it for gold, diamonds, and other stuff. He finds some pretty decent stuff in what he does. He gets about a paint bucket worth every time he goes out and gets it back to wherever he lives before he starts processing it. And when he processes it, he comes up with some diamonds, a few sapphires, a few rubies here and there, and plenty of little tiny filings of gold, silver, little pieces of broken chain that are gold chains. And this particular show, his take was 26 diamonds and 20 some odd numbers of other various stones like CZ and stuff like that. He found I think 5 or 6 sapphires and rubies. And, of course, a bunch of junk. But after you've burned off all the plastic and hair and other stuff like that, you got nothing left but the soil and grit. And in that grit tends to be a lot of precious metal. He ended up with about $350 worth of gold for his one night of effort on the streets of New York City. About $350 worth of gold and about $100 worth of diamonds. So it's about a $450 cleanup that he had. Just for sweeping the streets of New York. It was interesting. Not to say that I'd ever want to do anything like that on my own, but it was fun to watch. It's got a big spot on the jacket. Nice woody, though. A lot of grain going on in the overall appearance of this coin. The reverse, too. Pretty nice woody. Here's number 33 for Mr. Ent 2242. Well, there's an RPM. It's a split upper serif, slight split lower serif too. Little bit spotty, but it is a woody as well. So now we have a spotty woody RPM. That's going to be coin number 33. Coin number 33 for Ent 2242. Now number 34, Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton will get a giant spot on the front of the face, unfortunately. God, that's ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugliness. Nothing there on the reverse. Number 35, Mr. Reese. Nothing on the obverse. The reverse is a little bit spotty. Number 36, Crispy. I see there's that die scratch running through the lower part of the D. So we know this one doesn't have a die variety. It's the same die we've already passed by earlier in this roll. Nothing there. Coin number 37. Now coin number 37. We'll go to Carl. No, Doug, no goodies in this roll. We've come across a number of coins that have slight spotting issues, up to pretty hefty spotting issues. We've got an original roll, however, it's not withstood the test of time extremely well. Here's number 38, Mike Birchman. Keep plugging along here and see if we can find anything of significant value. Looking for it. Deanne. Deanne's up next. And it's another normal coin for Deanne. Well, let's hope our next effort, 1959 Philadelphia, turns out to be a little better. We'll be starting that probably right at the half hour, 1:30 Eastern Time. There's another one of those with the diagonal die scratch in the bottom of the mint mark. So we know that doesn't have anything on it. Check the reverse real quick. Relatively decent, clean coin. Now number 41. 41 goes to Donnie Wayne. And Donnie Wayne will pick up. It's not the same die. Similar, though. Nothing special going on here. Let's take a look at the reverse. And nothing special there either. Number 42. Mclaughlin. There's some nice woody striping. That's what these streaks are running across the coin here. Impurities in the planchet. The alloy was not mixed well enough prior to being used to roll out the stock that they punched the blanks from. Here's number 43. Coin number 43 goes to Crispy, and we have Larry, Slight Larry, and some Spuddies. Shuddy Spuddies. Now number 44. On to Eric again. Nothing on this side. I woke up this morning with the full intention of running these 4 shows and coming up with some spectacular stuff. So stay tuned. It hasn't happened yet. But when I get determined, step aside. All step aside. Determination conquers all. You most certainly can, Boondocks. CD at coppercoins.com. CD at coppercoins.com. It's where you send emails with regard to questions, comments, complaints, responses, or anything else where you actually want me to see it. A number of people have in the past made the rather safe but incorrect assumption that my email address was the same as the registration email address for the auctions, and I rarely look at that email. I look at it basically right before I run auctions to be sure I have all of the new subscribers put into the sheet so I can keep that current. Man, this one's just not pretty either. This one's our Taco John. Got 3 coins left. Here's the first one for Donnie Wayne. Coin number 48. And coin number 48 is... it's another normal 1946D Lincoln cent. It's what we've been passing by a lot of in this roll. And without exception, this one has some staining on it as well. Coin number 49. Coin number 49, Tim Morrell. It's an interesting lamination peel going on. It's a lamb peel right there in the field in front of the chin. Doesn't really continue on to anywhere else, just in that one little spot. Next up, Malcolm, last coin in the roll. Then I will promptly cut this broadcast and move on to the next one. You need to be watching for coin roll hunt number 382 for a 1959 Philadelphia roll. I will be over there in just a couple of minutes. We have 1 RPM found in this roll, which was very minor. It was coin number 33. And the rest of the roll appears to be normal. We will be going through it again. One way or another, we're going to pick out everything that's in this roll, if there is anything. And I will see you guys in the next stream. And if not, have a great Saturday.